right, and this hour is gonna go so fast, just like this. We're moving right into another beautiful set.
Another one, and another new one. This is new for me too.
Very new. As soon as I walked into the studio this morning, I just felt that just the sets took me back to when I went to Galapagos Island. I'm from Ecuador, so I went there and we stayed at this beautiful home, and this is kind of the look that immediately when I got there to the island I saw in that room, and it just kind of puts you in that mood.
And I think we should show the bookcase there, because it's been so beautifully accessorized that.
Exactly.
And that really is like a snapshot of my home on in the islands.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All the family photographs. There's my book sitting up there, which I've just had published.
Here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Prince Charles wrote the foreword to that, which is very lovely. And lots of pictures of all the kids, all those menacing children of mine, and all the textures and the starfish, and yet it's still understated and I hope elegant in feel, which is how we like to reflect in the bedding as well. We like to keep it quite understated.
Absolutely.
Having said that, of course, we've got these incredible turquoise sheets on there. But
yes.
I do like just to have pops of colour. So you'll see that the rest of the room is fairly low-key, and then we've got the sheets popping out like that. And that's very much the way that I've designed. My father was all about colour. He was about vibrating colours. He said never clashing, always vibrating. But pinks and salmon and scarlet and fuchsia all together. I'm not as bold. My way of decorating is a little bit softer. So you'll see that we've got the pop of colour there, and then the slightly more muted colour scheme.
Yes.
But again, you can use this with anything. Mix and match it around. My suggestion is with bright sheets like this is to keep it a little bit calmer.
Right.
But I love this.
Love this too.
And I love the detail on the end.
Yes. So we're talking about the sheet sets now, right? We're doing the Hemstitch 400 thread count sheet sets, and we're gonna run through the colors because there's a few available. But let me tell you real quickly that you're saving $20 here today. It's $49.95. Again, we're offering free shipping for this also today. Every item in this hour is gonna be like that, so take advantage of that. We're also giving you 2 flex payments, less than $25. Takes this home. But let's look at the colors, because these are gorgeous,
aren't they?
This is really the fabric, the quality of the fabric is just so incredible.
It really is. And again, when I came to HSN, I said, I don't want to compromise. If we're going to get a good price, I don't want to compromise on the quality. And we really have not done that.
You have not done that.
So this is, again, 100% cotton.
Yes.
And I think you'll see, look there on the screen. There are the colors.
We just saw the solid options, and now we're seeing the beautiful...
those are our paisleys.
The paisleys. We have them on navy, aqua, and gray, and we'll show them to you live. They're gorgeous, very subtle, beautiful pop of color, and we all know what color does to us, you know, and I love it. You keep everything else like kind of low-key, and then that beautiful pop of colors that's still subtle.
Exactly
that's very important, because it's a beautiful pop of color that is not too much either.
And I think we need to look at the detail on this, because again, I'm very much about the detail. I'm all about the very low-key way of designing, and then just a tiny detail. And this is the double hem stitch here. And again, to find 100% cotton sheets in the range of colours that we're doing, I think is quite unique on HSN. You won't see these colours again. And these are all island colours. Again, they're very much talking back to my island story. So when you have these on your bed, you're going to think of the islands. You're going to smell that night blooming jasmine. You're going to think of the ocean. You're going to feel the breeze in the palm trees. And again, we live on an island that has actually pink sand, and there we have the pink sand sheet there, and I love that. It really is the colour of the sand. And that comes from this extraordinary crustacean that lives on the bottom of the coral reefs. And when the crustacean dies and falls to the ground, it's then with the motion of the waves ground down into this incredible pink sand. And that is exactly the colour there. Gorgeous. Let's pull it out. I love this.
Love it.
Isn't that beautiful? And look how sweet it is with this.
Very rich, and I don't even know how to explain this. This is like butter.
Oh, it's like
India.
butter. That's lovely.
It's what I see here right now live, and I hope it's translated into the television like that.
I love it with the
gorgeous.
With the starfish there.
And the fact that you create colors that... You give us colors that we can match back with each other.
Absolutely.
You know, like this. I'm looking at this beautiful.
That's good. I love that. I love this one as well. And together they're so pretty there. And again, with the double hem stitch, everything always with that double hem stitch there, that I think really takes it just to the next level. Absolutely. It makes you feel like you're staying in a world-class luxury hotel room.
Absolutely. And this is really affordable luxury. When I look at this and you know, in the field, this is something that you touch, your skin touches every night.
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
important.
It's so important. I don't think we're thinking of you know, of what goes on when we're sleeping. And this beautiful, you want to think of that. You want to have the best, because we spend a lot of hours there just laying down, just trying to get a beautiful rest. And we want that fabric that's touching our skin to be the most beautiful silk feel, sort of like, you know, feeling when we're sleeping there. And this is what this gives you. But now you're getting a set here. Okay, you're not only getting the pillowcases, you're getting 2 pillowcases. You're getting the fitted sheet and then the flat sheet also. And all the beautiful colors, that's the option that you're gonna have. You have the solids and look at that gorgeous, just putting that together just right there.
Like so lovely. And again, it just shows how you can. If you've bought something in the past, you can invest in something right now because it's going to look gorgeous. I mean, I would have that as a bottom sheet and then those 2 as the accenting. Yeah. Is that accenting? Is that even a word? No. But those 2 is the pillows that go with it. We know what I mean.
Yes,
there we go.
Absolutely.
It's very early here at HSN, so we start to make up words.
And I think that, you know, we understand what you do. I mean, it just translates beautifully. It accentuates.
There we go.
Yes.
So if you have the grey, the pink will accentuate your sheets. We got there. We got to the word that we were looking for.
Okay, so they're giving me an update on the most popular color, and I didn't get that. Excuse me. The blue and the solid is the most popular color, which is wonderful.
Oh, I love that color. That's
which
the sort
one
of
in the
denim
paisley?
there.
The aqua in the paisley.
Because, of course, everyone can see it on the bed, so they're falling in love with it. That
gorgeous.
Always happens.
This is the most limited, if that's calling your name. $49.95, free shipping and handling, less than $25 on your credit or debit card, interest-free. You get 2 months to pay it and try it out. This is really something you want to take home and try it. Try it for yourself. Feel it for yourself.
One of the things that we always remind ourselves is that we spend 1/3 of our lives in bed. That's a hell of a lot of time. Are we allowed to say hell? I'm not sure we are. But it is. It's a lot of time. Of course, I always say in the case of my fat dachshund, he actually spends a great deal more time in bed. He spends more than 1/3 of his life in bed. But for us, even that is a lot of time. So you really want to make sure that you're making this your paradise. I always talk about this bit as well and say that you really want your bed to be your little island paradise. And why not? You've got to sleep well in order to make life work.
Go on a little vacation when you get into your room.
When you get into your room. That's exactly right.
Room.
And again, we talk about, you know, what the scenery around looks like. So we've got a little snapshot of my own home there. We've got some of the art on the walls, which I sell as well. But the point is to make this feel very unique to you. And I do think that you're your own decorator. Look at our collection of colours. Choose what feels good to you too. I always have a look in my wardrobe and see, am I someone who's going to be wearing brights or am I going to be wearing the muted colour scheme? And just make sure you're feeling comfortable with it. But it's such an easy way to bring a fresh look to the home. Oh, I love what you're doing there. I love the denim with the paisley there. We should get a close-up of that. That's so pretty.
That is so pretty. Together. And while we're doing that close-up there, talk to us about the little story behind the paisley design. It's so elegant.
Absolutely. Again, I talked earlier saying that the collections are very much part of my life. They all come with the stories of my British heritage or my Runaway Island story. And indeed, I was called India because my grandfather was the last viceroy of India, and that means that he was out there giving India actually their independence back during in 1947. And as viceroy, he spent a lot of time in India. My mother was there with him, and so I was given the great honour of having the name India. So we wanted to have a little bit of that history in the collections as well, and so that the paisley is very much that signifier of the Indian side of my story too. Just a little hint at the Eastern decorations.
Interesting and so nice. So this is where that elegant feel that we see when we have this beautiful paisley design, because it's very nice and it's not, again, not too much. It's something that it's gonna. I think that's why it works back with everything else. Yes. Like we saw in the stripe, the quilt set before. We can see that it stars and it stripes, but it totally goes. It's because of the subtlety on the design that you create, that elegance, that simplicity. But again, this is really what I like to call affordable luxury. This is what you want to sleep on every night when you get home. And all those hours that you spend sleeping, really, you know, you deserve it. You really want to think about that. Try them out. I mean, this is the time. It's $20 off today. We're shipping it out to you for free. So it's, I mean, I don't think we can give you any more. What do you think, India? I mean, really, take advantage of this great savings. We're also giving you 2 flex payments for you to take it home for less than $25.
And I was going to say that in my book there that you see on the shelves, the green book there, that's the one that, and we're selling it on HSN as well. That book, inside that book, it shows the paisley sheets. And in fact, I got so overexcited, I didn't just do the paisley sheets. I had the whole bed surrounded in the paisley fabric. So it's a four-poster bed, all draped with the paisley fabric, and it looks really, really chic. So don't be afraid of the paisley. It looks good. The more you do it, the better it looks. It looks lovely as a collection. And again, you can see we've got the solid on the front, but if you move that to there, it looks, look how pretty it is together. It's
and
so
now
pretty
this turquoise, and they're telling me it's the most limited and popular today, this morning.
Well, it's bright and early, and everybody wants a shot of color.
Absolutely, but you know what? We see they're competing. Because we started saying, you know, the other one was more popular. Now they're looking at this beautiful, you're looking at this beautiful turquoise, and you're loving it.
Because you can't resist.
You can't resist. Just like we're here walking to these sets, and it just gives me that feel of, okay, where am I, at work or on vacations?
And again, so even the white, the crisp white is really what I sleep on an awful lot of the time. And again, that gives you the real sense of a hotel. That feeling that you've been taken away to a luxury hotel and that someone else is going to be making your bed for you. I think you really get that when you see these white sheets. That's very, very important. And again, they can be layered with any of these colours. Exactly. And there we go, like gorgeous. That. Those 3 together, fantastic. And that is just showing that, you know, if you've bought something in the past, don't be afraid to invest again. It's going to work well. You can layer the sheets in any way you want. And it just gives a little buzz to the room. It brings a little buzz. You don't need to get in an expensive decorator.
Exactly.
Just buy a new comforter set, and that will really give your room that fresh feel.
Exactly. It'll freshen up the look. It's the best and easiest way to really do a little upgrade in your room. Change around the colors. Play with them because you can. Because it's very easy. They're going to work back with each other beautifully. So grab a couple of these. Well, you know, these are on this incredible price. It's our birthday. We're celebrating with you. $49.95. And really, India is the best time to do it. So if you're loving all the colors and you can't decide, go for it. You know, for less than $25.
Go for it. I like that. Just go for it. Especially if they're doing the shipping. You don't have anything to lose.
I know. And I mean, usually there are things that we see and we just sort of like, oh, well, I'm thinking about it. But again, we're talking about something that we really sleep on every night for hours and hours and hours. Some of us less than others, but we, you know, we have to really think about that. So give yourself that royal treatment. Give yourself that beautiful feel when you're sleeping, when you get to your home, to just have that beautiful feeling of, oh, wow, this feels great. I just want to be in my room because this looks amazing. I want to lay down on that bed. That's what you're going to achieve here. These are all the colors available. Again, we're just sort of like playing with each other because we wanted to show you how gorgeous and beautifully and easy they work back with each other. They're just harmonized again. We're loving that word this morning because totally you can do that on your own. But now we're running out of time on this one, and a lot of colors are getting very limited.
I like when I look on the screen and you get out of the blue into the red into red. That means lots of people are phoning in because they love the sheets. That's exciting. I spent a lot of time choosing these colors. I hope you're enjoying them.
And you do an amazing job, and we appreciate that you're here sharing with everybody.